Hello. How are we all? Let's go into our game. It's Stardew time, which means, as everyone would say, it's red mullet time. Especially you, Pika. You like to tease me about that, huh? But yeah, Stardew time. I feel like it's been over a week since we played Stardew Valley. We obviously have my pixel fairy Stardew character, which I love. I think she's super cute. She's completely different to my other like PNG kind of tuber things that I've got going on. So you'll have to let me know how you like her. But yeah, we are hopefully going to be going into autumn, or as Americans say, fall, year one. We are about 22% complete on perfection for the farm. So I think we're going good. I'm not in a rush. We're just vibing, having a good time. So yeah, how are we all? How is everyone before we start? I hope we are all doing well and we are ready. We are ready to grind. Or maybe we are playing our own games. If so, what are we playing whilst watching? Okay. I think I have... Why does the music never play? We'll turn the music on. I don't know why it doesn't play sometimes. But let us go into the game. Obviously, we need to watch our TV first. And see... Okay, we have some neutral spirits today, which is cool. I'm not sure what we're gonna do today, if I'm completely honest. Look at our little buddy in his little hat. Okay, we have to water our crops. Hopefully the audio is good for everyone. There's our watering can. Get everything collected and ready. We need to make some more good quality sprinklers. I know that for a fact. So how do we make those again? Quality sprinklers. Iron, gold, and refined quartz. So I can make another one, I think. Or we should at least be able to make another one. Because we're gonna have to relay our entire farm before we can plant anything for the next season. I also want to get some kegs going. Why is there a Jojo color in here? Who even knows? So... I forgot where I put any of my stuff also. Okay, here we go. Let's go check on the ladies, see how they're doing. I do have a few plans for the fall, autumn time, which I should have up on my little notions list. Oh god, everything's popped up on my screen. I don't know what's going on. Okay, just close everything, please. Okay, so I'll read out what our plans are for this season. Open in a full page. Okay, so our plans. Let's open up our Notion list so that you can all see. Where is it? There it is. Hopefully it's gonna pop up. Probably not. It never does. Why does this happen to me all the time? Here we go. The list is up. So we have to set up a new sprinkler system, plant plant a crap ton of cranberry seeds because that's what's going to give us the good money. We want to buy a barn, buy the star drop from the autumn fair, build a stable, build a silo, buy heaters for all our animals ready for the winter, otherwise they're going to be miserable. And that's it. That's our to-do list for this season, which, you know, I have mixed feelings. We have a lot to do. We have a few fish as well that we'll need to catch, but, you know, we'll slowly get there. One thing we do not need is red mullets. Why can I hear bees? Like, I can hear a lot of bees. And I'm not sure if I should be hearing a lot of bees. The girls obviously doing their job, although they're not happy for some reason. I'm not sure why. Why are you not happy? What did I do? We feed the chickens and we go. Okay, I can make another sprinkler. I'm sort of getting my bearings again because it's been like over a week since we played. Then we have to water the crops. Oh my. So much to do. That way we can get a good load of money. Wait, what day? It's Saturday. I'm not sure if we should even bother watering the crops, if I'm completely honest. Because they're all just gonna die. So I think I'm just gonna leave them. We'll just sell what we have and then we will get up to something else today. Maybe we should go to Skull Cavern. Because we did reach the mine, right? Yes. Discover the purpose of the Skull Key. We have to go to Skull Cavern and I'm not looking forward to it. Okay. So we could go fishing. That seems like a safe bet, I guess. Try and get as much money as we can before we need to buy all the seeds and have no money again. Okay, let's get our fishing rod. Where is it? There it is. We need our fishing bait. Do we not have a bobber? I need to get a bobber. Also, we did in the last stream we did for Stardew, we did catch a legendary crimson fish. Which, you know, obviously I am super happy about. It was one that I have been trying to get for so long. So I think I need to buy another one of the cork bobbers. Pupper, we didn't give you water, I'm so sorry. I am such a bad dog mother. Oh my god. Here you go. There we go. You can take some of that. Okay, let's go fishing. We can collect some of these as well. Oh, look at Pam. Always late. No, I don't want to eat the grape. We'll go to the mines and we'll fish up there. Although the music has gone so loud again. Oh my god. What is up? There we go. We can give a grape to Linus, why not? You are so welcome, sir. Enjoy that grape. it's time to catch all the red mullet. Oh my god. What is going on? I'm just this bad at fishing, it seems. Not good. Oh, there's bubbles over there. We're gonna go get those bubbles now in a minute. Perfect catch. I know. The fishing master right here. We will go over here and get these. Too far. Okay. Let's see how many fish we can get from this. Oh, he's a slow one. To anyone lurking in stream, hello, welcome in. I'm Cosy. I hope you are having a good day. And enjoy the lurk. Is that all we got from the bubbles? Oh my goodness. I don't know if I pressed that too early or not. It's been a while. We just need to get a load of good fish so we can sell and then make money for cranberry seeds. That is all we need. Oh my goodness. My guy. I need a little fish in the hat with the zoom. Then we can get another legendary. We need all the legendaries that we can get. Oh my goodness. I keep hearing bees. It's not good. Oh my goodness. Sometimes this game is so relaxing and then sometimes you remember how much you need to do and it's so stressful. My guy, what am I doing wrong? I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Like, what is going on? Am I out of bait? Is that it? Oh my god. I'm going to the beach. This place is just not it today. I'm gonna rage and it's only 16 minutes into stream. Oh my lord. Not good. We do not want me raging straight away. Okay. I am also currently playing without any sound because my headphones just decided to die on me. This is not good today. Not good at all. Okay. Oh, I can't even buy any bait. Let us see. Oh god, I missed it. This is what happens. Perfect. Oh, and we got a red mullet, of course. I'm quickly gonna try and sort out my headphones. 2 seconds. Okay. And then I'm probably gonna have to restart again. Oh my god. No, Pika, it's fine. But we caught a red mullet. Of course you would see the red mullet. You have the eyes of a hawk when it comes to those. Of course. You appear right at the right time. That made no sense in my brain either. Don't worry. I hope your gaming is going good. If that's why you're in DC call. Good content. Well, I've almost rage baited, so it's okay. We're good. God, today's fishing has not gone well. Okay. I'm quickly gonna roll an ad and restart the game because for some reason the game doesn't connect to the new headphones straight away. So we'll go quickly sell these stuff, fish, get the money, sleep, then restart. And roll the ad. It would not be a Khaleesi stream without a technical difficulty. So we're gonna sell all this, head to sleep, save for the night, and, you know, see how much we made from those blueberries. Okay. 2,800, not bad, not bad. Okay, I'm just gonna roll an ad, and I will be right back. Okay, and we are back, finally, with sound. Yes, Pika, I did have a full revamp of my emotes. I hope you like them. I think they're cute. You'll have to let me know your favorite. I think I have a few. Right. Back into the game. Let's look at the fortune teller. Okay, they're in good humor today. Today might be a good day for Skull Cabin. Let's look at the Queen of Swords. Oh, we've learned how to make bread. Beautiful. Okay, we have mail also. Beautiful. Okay, moonlight jellies. Does that mean Pam's not going to be here? That is very unfortunate. Let us collect the stuff here. Quickly make another sprinkler. Get everything prepared. Oak resin, beautiful. Hello, ladies. Hopefully, yes. Okay, iridium quality eggs, beautiful. I feel like I'm gonna need really good food though for Skull Cabin. Oh, why am I taking the eggs? Should I just sell them? Let's see how much we get from just selling the eggs straight up. I might make more mayonnaise machines as well. Then we can start eating the mayonnaise when we go into the caverns. Okay, I'll take a Joja Cola. Do I have any food I can take with me? I think I've eaten mostly everything. Okay, we can take an Autumn's Bounty. And a strange bun for an emergency. Where things get so dire that I need it. I'm not sure if we can even go to Skull Cabin on a Sunday, but we'll try it out. Let us see. Okay, we need to farm for some ores either way, so if we can't go to Skull Cabin, we'll just go to the normal mines. We can make another sprinkler. Great. I think we'll be prepared now. We need our sword. We need our pickaxe. Is there anything else I need? Oh, we have another cake in here. I'll take a cave jelly as well. And some torches. I have never been into the Skull Cabin, so I am very excited. It'll be my first time. Let's put this in there and sort out our inventory. I quickly want to go and see the lady with the purple hippo. And then let's try and go to the desert. Sadly, I have no iridium, so I can't get an iridium sword just yet. Which I feel like is what we're gonna need to even get through these. Okay. What do we have? Pumpkin pie, cherry bomb, tiger trout. Did I need a tiger trout? Whenever she has a fish, I always try and look for it. I did. Was that a summer fish? Give me that tiger trout. I don't care. Did I need a duck egg? This is great. I did. You woman, I could kiss you right now. Okay. She gave us 2 things that we need, which is great. I'll quickly put those in a chest. And then we will head off. Did I make a chest especially for... I'm not sure I did. I'm gonna put them in here for now so that I remember. Okay. Let us head off to Skull Cavern, which I am so excited for. Okay, Pam. We're ready. Let's go. How do I get into this? It's never letting me. I've unlocked it. It's just not letting me in. Do I have to unlock something else? Okay, I've talked. How do I get on? I don't know how to get on. I think I'm missing something, but I'm not entirely sure. Can I not go? Is there something else I need to do? I don't know. I'm not even sure if it's a specific time of the day. It should be all day, right? Yeah. Weird. I just want to go to Skull Cavern. That's all I want. Why? I don't know why. Do I have to be a certain relationship with Pam? Is that it? I'm 3 hearts with her. What more does she want? I unlocked this bus fair and square. Like, see? It's just blocking me. I'm trying to get on. What the heck? I'm guessing we're going to the normal mines. I'm so sad. Why would it do that to me? I think we're gonna go down to 85. I am so sad. I've got new ideas to sleep on. Beautiful. Level up. Never a bad thing to level up. Oh. Dude, how did you get over so quick? What the heck? Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Nope, 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 nope. You will not shoot me, sir. Thank you. I might have to do some research on the skull cavern, see why I can't get there. That's so annoying. I'm so excited to go, but it's not letting me. Ooh, diamonds. Don't mind if I do. Although I prefer emeralds, they're my favorite. How did you hit me? What the heck? Down we go. Oh no. Purple mushroom. I'm not sure if I needed a purple mushroom actually. Let me check. I think it would be somewhere here. No, I didn't need a purple mushroom, but I will take it. And I'm gonna eat the cave jelly because I really need it. Hello, Bully! 10 happy flaps and a hydrate. You're stealing Pika's job. I will drink now. Coffee counts, right? We also have new channel rewards. You can order a coffee and it will give you a coffee. One coffee a stream. I have to see what kind of coffee you get. Today, Puli has a half-calf Java chip frappuccino with whip. No clue what that is. But your first coffee. How does it feel, Puli? I hope you enjoy it. I hope it's as delicious as it kind of sounds. It kind of sounds weird, but also delicious at the same time. I want to go to the icy levels because we need iron. Don't like coffee. Let me guess, you're a tea person. Well, just because you don't like coffee doesn't mean you don't need to redeem them, okay? One per stream. Your drink of the stream will be the coffee. Using the little pop cat. I am never lucky when it comes to iron. Oh my lord, look at them all. Hello, little guys. Ooh, a gold bar. Don't mind if I do. What can I drop for that? Oh, I need all this. I guess copper. I need to update my trash can so that whenever I get rid of something, I get money. god. Did I see iron down here? I don't remember where I saw iron last. Oh, there. I knew I saw it somewhere. Okay, I kind of do want to go and see the dance of the moonlight jellies, just because I've never seen it before, so... Let's see if we can quickly run. Leave the mine. Let's see. Bus stop. Oh, I should have gone to the town. Never mind. We will run. We will celebrate the last day of summer. And we shall do it in style with our hat. I don't think there's any use for this, but look how pretty it is. The jellies were here a year ago and they'll be back again a year from now. Nature is amazing. You're so right, Shane. Look at it. The moonlight jellies are close. I already saw one glowing in the distance. Once we launch the candle boat, they'll come up to the docks and say hello. What do you think? Should I launch the boat now? Yes! Let's have a look. They're coming. Oh, they're so cute. Look at them all. This feels oddly magical. It's so pretty. How cute. Look at this one. It's a special blue one. And the little babies. Pretty. The glow of summer has faded now, and the moonlight jellies carry on toward the great unknown. That's so cute. So pretty. Let us sleep. Oh wait, no, we can put our stuff away, I suppose. We have a bomb. Great. Love that for us. Keep diamonds for gifts. We have some gold ores. We'll keep some rubies maybe too. I think that's all I need to keep from this. Keep stone, sap, hardwood. And then, where's our... this is our monster chest. Okay. Solar essence, void essence, bat wing. You never know when you're gonna need these things, you know? Okay. And then I can put these things in there. I'm gonna keep one of those because I'm not sure if I'm gonna need it. Put a winter root. And I think I could sell the rest apart from the torches. We do not want to sell those. There we go. Okay. And then we can go to sleep. And we'll have to reorganize our farm. in the morning. Look at our little puppy in his hat. We've leveled up our mining and our pickaxe proficiency. A new crafting recipe. We can transmute. What the heck does that mean? Okay, we made a little bit of money. We just need to spend it all now on the crops that we need. Fortune teller. The spirits are in good humor. Okay, they're feeling good today. That's good. Oh god. And our farm is once more a mess. Let us fix up this mess a little bit. So we're gonna need a hoe. We're gonna need our pickaxe. Maybe our axe. We'll take our axe out just in case. Hello ladies. Good morning. Let's see. Silver quality egg and a gold quality egg. Okay, let us quickly just... Can I use actually my scythe for this? Can I use that? Where is it? I do have one, right? I should have one. Where is it? Where do I put these things? And why is it never in the place? There it is. Okay. We need to set up our sprinklers. And we need to bonk the tree. Goodbye, Mr. Tree. So we need to see how big a radius these sprinklers have. So it's the 8. So it'll be what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Not the greatest, but not the worst either. Okay. It'll help lighten the load slightly. And that's what matters. I might move it over 1. So we'll have 1 here. That's... Yes, okay. Then we'll have 1 here, possibly? Or is that too far out? I think it's... Yeah, okay. So that one will go here. And then we can get rid of this row. Then it's gonna be 1, 2. No, it'll go there. Okay. We want to make sure we set these up right. And then we're gonna want 1 there. And we will move the scarecrow so we don't miss out on any space. 1 there. Want to put 1 there. And another 1 there. Okay, that should be good for cranberries, hopefully. I think I'm just gonna, yeah, take that one up. Where's my scarecrow? Here he is. And he's gonna go here. I still have 4 sprinklers. So we could put 1 here, 1 here, 1 here. I don't actually know what this is. So I think I'm just gonna bonk it as well. And we'll just group up whatever else we plant here. But our main priority will be, obviously, cranberries, because they're gonna make us the most money. Okay. And we have 1 more sprinkler, so I'll just put it here. It's fine. Because we're gonna need a consistent load of wheat as well. We'll put him here. There we go, Mr. Scarecrow. Go away, Pam. I don't like you. You're not letting me on your bus. She's a meanie. Okay. We have spent all morning tending the farm. Let's hope we can get some seeds. So first off, let's look at what we need. Did I get my 5 melons? I swear I did. Okay, we need pumpkins and corn, eggplant and yam, and then cranberries. Okay, so we're gonna need 5 of you, 5 of you, 1 of you, 1 of you, 1 of you. We're gonna take, and then the rest is all on cranberry seeds. We are gonna spend all our money on these. And we're gonna be very broke, but it's okay. Thank you, Pierre. Now let's go plant them. Today is just planting day. Oh, it's little birdies. Look at their little hair things. They have Elvis hair. I need to see if I swear we got those melons, right? Yes, we did. Okay. Quality fertilizer. I have 16 of those. So we can just do that for maybe the pumpkins. Okay. We can plant these around there. We're gonna need a yam. These I'm just mixing up because I don't necessarily care. We need 1 more of those, okay. Eggplant and the glorious cranberry seeds. Okay, we need more, but it's fine. It's fine. I hear the crows. They are planning my demise, I think. Okay. Once we've watered these, we will see if we have time to do anything else, but I don't think we will. And we need water. Oh, jade. Where did that egg go? There it is, okay. We desperately need to build a silo. That way we can start collecting wheat. Because in the winter, there isn't much that we can plant. Let me check what seeds we have actually over here. Broccoli. We have another yam, which, you know. We could do some mixed flowers and see what that brings us, I guess. Another yam. Okay. Out of water, seriously? That's another winter root. I'm just gonna put all that in there. And we can melt some more ores. Gotta keep melting the ores. I need to find iridium soon. We have little to no energy, oh my lord. Oh, and we didn't water the dog. Again. We are such bad dog parents. Good boy. There we go. Maybe we can try some fishing. We will see. We've got a little time, so I'm gonna eat just a mayonnaise. Okay, that gives us a little bit. We can sell the other one. We need to get some more chickens. Oh my lord. We have so much to do. But I love it. Okay, let's go and fish for the rest of the evening. See what goodies we can pick up. We'll do it in the river actually. And I'll just put my little list up so I know which fish I need. Let's see. Perfect catch. What did we get? A bream. I do not need a bream. So sad. Oh wait, no. Wait, I did need a bream. Never mind. We caught one. I wonder if we can get any new fish. That would be good. another bream. Is this gonna be my curse? Never mind the red mullets, it's gonna be the bream. Okay, a chub. That's different. We have almost completed the fishing. So it is one I would like to get done as soon as possible. But right now we just need money, so the fish will have to do. Although I'm not getting any good quality ones, this is not good. Did I bring the right fishing rod? Yes, I did. I just don't have bait. Yeah, I think because I don't have any bait, it's not working out for me. It's fine. We'll just go to sleep. We should make a little bit of money from what we've got here. Money's gonna be a major thing for us. Because we need the barn, we need to upgrade our tools again. I want to get me some cows. God, I can't see. Hydrate again, Puli. I will do that. Let me just put this stuff away. And posture check. Okay. I will also check my posture, although my posture is the worst. I'm like a little crab at my desk. Oh, and we're summoning puppas? They are coming in hot and heavy. The most beautiful puppas you ever did see. You got the dance going now. Let us head to bed. Our dog with the hat is so cute. Okay, we made a little bit of money, I suppose. That's fine. And we're gonna just put on our normal playlist because Stardew Music decides when and when it doesn't want to play. And I feel like we need some ambiance. Okay, let's see the fortune teller. Okay, no luck. That means fishing again today. And look, we don't have to water crops. Isn't that great? Now we can spend our days doing other things that I'm not sure what, but you know. We can spend our days fishing. Yes. Good morning, ladies. Some beautiful eggs. Thank you. Which we can put in our mayonnaise machine. And get some mayonnaise going. I do maybe want to make... Oh, let's actually... Before I go off track... Hello, Pico, welcome in. Julio's stolen your role for today. He's been telling me to hydrate. Maybe make some cherry stuff. I don't know. Okay. We got our tiger trout and our duck egg. Yeah, with coffee, because coffee counts, right? In goes the mayonnaise. Look at the leaves. They're blowing like crazy. Don't forget you can redeem your happy flap in the rewards. And you can also now order coffees through Cosy using your channel points. 1 coffee per stream. You will have to see... Oh, we have the community board. You'll have to see what coffee you get. Very exciting. Hello there, Khaleesi. You showed up at the perfect time. Did I? You gotta get your coffees, right? It's our new special orders board. Robin and I built it from scratch. And Lewis, all you did was hold the nails. This little face. You see, with Dragonstone Farm back in business, the local economy has really been picking up. Coffeeholics, oh my goodness. Well, yes. As a result, some of the local townsfolk have been asking me for a way to source local ingredients for their businesses or personal projects. So, Robin and I came up with the idea of a new special orders board where people can post bigger jobs than would make sense for the old billboard outside Piers. Yeah, you get 1 coffee per stream. You can't redeem it? Why not? What is going on? Did I set it up? Oh, sugar. Hang on. I don't know why it's not letting you. Sometimes I get confused and set these things up wrong. Edit. Twitch. Where is it? There it is. Now it should be okay. Hopefully. Okay, yeah, for example, I plan on requesting some hardwood for a bed I want to make. I won't put you on the spot, but if you want to help me out, you can just accept the job from this board. Okay, today Pika has a half-calf double chocolate chip frappuccino with a triple shot. Sounds delicious. Wow, I hope you enjoy that coffee, Pika. I hope it lasts the entire stream. Because you only get 1 per stream. You're taking my coffee so I drink water. Oh my goodness. Okay, I won't put you on the spot, but if you want to help me out, you can just accept the job from this board. Who knows? Maybe if the bed turns out well, I'll start selling them in my shop. That's blackmail. I look forward to helping. I thought so. I wouldn't expect anything less from you, Khaleesi. I know. I'm just so good. So, can we say you're on board? That was a bad joke, Robin, honestly. Well, I'm sure you're busy, so we won't keep you away from your work any longer. As always, I appreciate your willingness to contribute. Take care, Khaleesi. I will take care. Don't you worry. I'm off to deposit an egg in a box. I'm so happy though that we got the tiger trout. I was so scared that we weren't. And then it would be sad. Okay. River fish. We got the tiger trout. Now we just need the catfish. Hopefully this lady has a catfish for us. And I think this one goes in here. No, it does not. What full things do we need? Hazelnut and a common mushroom. Okay. This must go up here. I always get these bundles mixed up. Okay. There we go. Hopefully we can finish this season, which will be so good. We've already got 2 of the rooms done. Okay, let's get my list up so I know what I'm doing. Okay. Maybe I can put it up for you guys too. There we go. So we need an, what is that? Albacore. So that's ocean. I didn't get an octopus. We need a sea cucumber, the yellow one. That's also East Pier. We need a salmon and a tiger. We got the tiger trout. We just need the salmon. We also didn't get a pufferfish, which is so sad. We need a walleye. A midnight. Is that a midnight carp? I think so. And an anglerfish. Okay, I think this is doable, guys. I think it's doable. Damn it, I didn't bring my fishing rod. So this is basically the list of all the fish that we have left to catch, because obviously we are trying to reach perfection. So these are all the fish that we have left to catch. I also need to tick off. Right, we haven't even started cooking. I'm not looking at cooking yet. We need to also craft one of every item, which is okay. We've done chests, so we can mark that off. We've done a crab pot. Haven't done a crystallarium yet. God, look how much we have to craft. It's so much. Right, we've got enough red mullets. Oh my goodness. Oh god, I haven't even been ticking off what we've been doing for the museum either. Not good. What bundles have we done? So we've done all of these. We have completed the boiler room. Oh wait, no, we don't need a new page. The missing bundle. That is not... we haven't done that yet. So we've done summer crops. We've done summer foraging. Almost done river fish. Almost done quality crops. We've done ocean. Have we done lake? Let's look. So we've done... what's that? We just have special river and night left to do. We've done lake. Almost done the fodders. We've done the research. Did we do exotic? I think we did do exotic, right? With the crafting room? Yes, we did. Haven't done enchanters. Okay. For all the bundles, we've done quite a lot of them. Okay, we're not gonna look at the shop bundles right now. We'll just go back to our full page. Thank you, because it's my new little pixel model for Stardew. I think she looks super cute. Okay, so we can put this on new sprinkler system. That is done. Why can I never use these things? How do I mark it as done? Edit property status complete. We have done that also. Edit property status, and we can complete that. Okay, that takes 2 things off our list at least, which is good. I didn't make this one, no. I found it. And I love it a lot. I think it's really great. The ones I make and wouldn't I don't think without some practice would turn out this good. Obviously we have my little, oh god, no, that's the wrong one. This is another one. But yeah. I don't know why all my little things have messed up, but they have. Okay. Let us go and fish in the ocean. Shall I buy? Yeah, we'll buy some more. We'll see if I can afford some more actually. Cranberry seeds. Once again, spend all our money, but it's fine. We need the cranberry seeds. Thank you! I was looking into getting a emote of Head Pat. There's one there. I might put it up eventually. Okay, let's put these cranberry seeds down. And we can put another egg in the mayonnaise machine. Actually, where is... Oh no, I spent all my money. I was like, let us put our pickaxe to upgrade, but we can't afford it. We spent all our money. So, fishing is our only option here. We need to get some money. Oh, the little pumpkins. I've only just seen those. They're so cute. Lewis saw nothing. He's completely oblivious. He is completely oblivious to us. Okay, I want to buy another cork bubble. Oh, I have no money. Never mind, Willie. I'm sorry. Ooh, bubbles. Oh, they're gone. Never mind. I think most of the fish that we need are on the east pier, so we're gonna go over there. Hydrate imposter check. I will do that right now. Thank you, Pika. Let us see what fish we can catch. Let us see what fish we can catch. The fish will come running. Ooh, we got a sea cucumber. Nice. We needed one of those. And in our chest, bait and a frozen geode. Okay. I'll take the bait, I suppose. Sequel, like, imagine that in real life. I feel like it would look weird. Let us catch the fish today. Let us catch the fish today. I want that chest. Okay, fish, come back. We will catch the fish today. Da 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 da. Another sea cucumber. Ah, okay, I suppose. Sardine. Yeah, I was. I want the new fish. I want the new fish. God damn it. Although they're really biting today. I like that. I'm so excited to get perfection on this one because I want to play modded. I feel like that would be so much fun. I've been watching a few streamers playing it. So once we finish perfecting this Stardew run, we will be going for 100% on a modded world, which will be crazy. You know what? I should get a red mullet emote. How fun would that be? So they like add, like extend the map. You can, yes, fantasy. You can add weapons and monsters and like new little worlds. It looks so much fun. Is it the meme of the channel now? I will add it to my list. Red mullet emote just for Pika. Indeed. Indeed they will. I am not sure. I'm not sure. I don't think so. Wouldn't that be cool though? But there's another game that I want to try out. It's called Call Keeper as well. It's kind of like Stardew Valley, but very different at the same time. So maybe on one of the variety stream days, I can give that game a go. I know we have a variety day on Saturday, so if there's a game specifically you'd like me to play, just let me know. I know right now we've had requests for Elden Ring, Dune Awakening. Could you imagine me trying to kidnap a dragon? I would get burnt to a crisp, but I'd be happy at least. We also have Overwatch we can play. There was a new hero out on Tuesday, so if you want to see Overwatch. Hey, I have not kidnapped a pigeon yet. I mean, almost. Maybe one day. And then I will be so happy. Yet. The word yet. There'll be a crazy lady on the news. Woman steals pigeon. I make no comment on that, Pika. No comment. First catch. Yes. We needed this one. Yay. Where is it on our list? Here it is. I don't think we need it for a bundle. There we go. Okay, we have it. You know, before you heard stories, people trading pigeons to go rob for them. An army of pigeons just stealing things for me. Yeah. That sounds like a good time, in my opinion. We have ads starting as well in 1 minute. So we can all take that time to stretch. Get a drink. Walk around a bit. We don't all want to turn into crabs. Rob Starbucks. I haven't had a Starbucks in so long. Oh my. I feel like they've just made their drinks so complicated these days that it's a meme. Yeah, it is very overpriced and overrated. Although I do love, in the winter, I always get their peppermint hot chocolates. It's like one of my favorite little winter Christmas treats. I didn't get one last year and I was so sad. Well, wait, I did. I got one. Exactly one. But it's one of my favorite little Christmas treats. Yeah, I love peppermint in hot chocolate. But it's so hard finding the right ones because sometimes they just taste so artificial. Starbucks is the only one that I've had that doesn't. So I have it once a year. Sometimes twice, if I'm lucky. Oh, need a hot meal? Do I need a hot meal? No. Ooh. Junimo card. What? Oh, what is this? We unlocked the new minigame. Interesting. Crumble Cavern. Okay, what do we do? Oh no! I'm so bad at these kinds of games. This is not gonna go well for me. Oh, I fell. That's not good. Whee! Oh no! Oh god, I'm no good at that. Okay, no good at it at all. Let's talk to Shane. A new friend. Every time I try something new, it goes horribly wrong. You learn to just stay in a shell. I feel that. I can't afford to buy you a beer. I'm so sad. 400 gold for one beer. Oh my. Let's check some people's trash. Ooh, feel snack. I feel like I can sell all these. Just keep one of the albacores. So we need one of you. Beautiful. And the rest we can sell, I think. I'll keep you two. I'm not sure if I need one of you. And obviously we need to put our dinosaur egg in a safe place. Because we do not want to lose it. And straight to sleep. How much did we make? Okay, we made a good amount, I suppose. Is it the best? No. Is it the worst? Also no. Okay, let us do a fortune teller. Okay, we have no luck, no mines for us. It's so nice when all our crops are just watered. I'd like to give my cows a special treat. They're such good girls and hungry too. Could you bring me one bunch of amaranth? What the heck is that? I don't even think I have any of that. We need to water the dog. Hello ladies, where's my other chicken? I know I have one that keeps running away. I do not blame it. I would also run away. We have fishing bait, but my chest is full. Oh lord. I kind of want to get some wood so that we can upgrade some stuff around here. Because we need a silo. That is one thing we need. And I think I want to put it over here. Makes sense to put it next to our animals. So we need to clear the trees for that. Why can I not break the tree? Thank you. Hopefully it'll fit in this little area here. I'm hoping. Unless I move the walls slightly in. For the chickens. Oh lord. Do I not get that wall back? I do not. Oh god. Let's hope our runaway chicken does not run away. I have spares. We're good. We are good. I don't know how many of these we're gonna need. Maybe we lay them out first. Did I put a wall there? I did. Okay. And then we can go around. I hate that you don't get the walls back though, that's annoying. Okay. Hopefully a silo will fit here. I feel like it will. We can put another egg in. I've forgotten what I need for a silo. I'm just gonna grab mostly everything. Let's go. Hopefully we have enough money. I think we do, but I'm not 100% sure. All the mushrooms growing on the trees. Kind of creepy. Also kind of cool. Right? They need to give me money. Did I have a nice walk? Woman. Construct farm buildings. I need a silo. 100. Oh, I need 5 copper bars. I'll be right back. You stay right there, Robin. I knew I would forget something or miss something out of the list. I also need to start making some more kegs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. Okay, let's construct a silo. Build! Great, we can do it. Let us put it... Hopefully we have space. We do. It's so good that I moved the one more. Now we can fit it in. Okay, I'll start working on your new silo first thing tomorrow morning. Okay, I also want to see... no. Hello? Can I not buy more than one? Okay. What do you have? Not a lot. Okay. I'm guessing I can't buy more than one. Yes, you did sleep too much, Sebastian. Anyway, we will go. I know I want to kind of try and make a little tree farm. I think I have some of the seeds for the mystic trees. I will have to have a little look now. And I think I'm going to make it by the bus stop. So we have acorns. That's oak tree. We have maples for a maple tree. Let's put these away quickly. Okay, this can be rare wild trees. Okay. So I think I just want 5 of each for now. Okay. We can go grow them. What do we need to make some tappers? I forgot I could make a cheese wheel. I still can't make a keg though. So we need wood and copper. I will take you. I swear I had more than one tapper. It would seem I was mistaken. So we can make We'll make 6. And we can melt some more copper. I really need to go to the mines. We're running out, guys. Not good. Okay, let's go plant the seeds. Oh god, I forgot to water the dog again. This is what happens when you don't have to water crops. You forget to water your dog. Here you go, little guy. Okay, so I was thinking of planting the trees down in this area. That way it gives us a bit more space also. I think you can plant them here. I'm 100% sure. Maybe. Who knows? We may as well make use of the map. Okay, you cannot place things. Okay, it has to be on these dirt patches. Which doesn't give us a lot of room. I know there's an area that we might be able to use. Sorry if you can hear my dog growling in the background. I think she like woke herself up scared or something. Okay, I know we can plant trees up in this direction, so maybe we can do that. We only need this little space here. We'll just have to remember to come and check on them. Okay, one there, one there, one there. We just have to wait for them to grow. And then acorn. Beautiful. Okay. Now we just have to wait for all of that to grow. I'm not sure how long that will take, but we've planted it at least, which is good. We have our tappers ready to go also for when they're ready to be tapped. So maybe we can go mining tomorrow because we need to get ores. We are running so low on all materials, I think. We can put the tappers in here for now with our watering can. And maybe we can go fishing for the rest of the evening. Although we're not gonna have any bait. We can ride the minecart up also. I always forget about the minecart. I worked so hard to get these and I always forget. We will just fish by here. See what little fishies we can get. It's not red mullet season. Oh my goodness. I feel like you all just want to curse me. You all just want me to get the red mullet. We got a carp. So on Pinterest, I've been making a mood board for my Pokopia worlds, and I've been watching other people like build, and oh my god, people are crazy. Some of the things these people do. Oh, we got a bullhead. Interesting. It's not funny. I'm cursed, I'm telling you. You've all cursed me. I mean, I've been playing in the evening. Yesterday evening, I was just like so done with everything. I just came home and I just went straight to bed. I had McDonald's and I just went straight to bed and I just played Pokopia in bed. Because it's just what I needed. And I think I got some stuff done, but I want to get more done. I feel like I need to get another dock so I can have it in my bedroom as well. And I can actually play it on the TV because I prefer playing it with the controller. But then I'd make the excuse of I need to buy a new cute controller. Bait! Finally! A chub. Nice. A river jelly. We can eat that. Give us a little more energy. I wish eating food gave me energy. When I eat food, I just seem to want to go back to sleep. Oh, God. I feel like it's an issue. A really big issue. Bonk! Welcome in, brother. Yeah, a good sleep after eating food is very good. We can use the bonk emote now. There we go. Don't forget to redeem your happy flap in the channel points section. And also you can get a coffee now. I am a specialized barista. One coffee per stream per person. You get a Khaleesi special. We got a midnight carp. Oh my god. get her coffee so she's fine. I drink water sometimes. Occasionally. Midnight. What? Where is that? Okay. We got the midnight car up. I'm so happy. Cap. Well, don't forget to redeem it in the channel point section. You wouldn't want to go without a wonderful coffee. Or a happy flap. Oh, it's getting late. It is getting late. That is... Catch this fish. And then we'll head back. I'm so happy we got a midnight car up. That's so good. Maybe eventually Pam will let us on the bus. She will like us enough to let us on the bus. What do you think? Oh, we've already got one. Well, that's just sad. I was so excited. And I've already got one. Sad day. Sad, sad day. We can sell all our fish. See, my brother just ignores me. He's also obsessed with Dune Awakening. Okay, we got some money. Not bad. Fortune teller. Okay, they're happy today. Let's go. We have to water the dog. That is what I need to remember to do. Where did I put my watering can? Oh my. Why am I like this? We will need our sword and our pickaxe. I think. I hope. I'm gonna put our bait in here for now. We need mayonnaise. Oh, and Robin's making our silo, which is good. Hopefully it won't take her too long. I want to kind of move this also. I'm so glad I can. I'm gonna put this up here. I forget how fast copper takes to smelt. What food shall we take? I don't... Where did I put my food from the last time? I have no clue. I know I had food. I just don't know where I put it. Damn it. I didn't eat it. Or is this it? That might be it. Okay, food in hand. Let's see if Pam will let us on the bus. Actually, let me quickly search why it doesn't let me on. There must be a reason. Okay, I'm an idiot. I need to buy a bus ticket. Very sorry again if you can hear my dog barking. Buy a ticket to Calico Desert. 500 per ticket. Oh my lord. But yes. Okay. Do we have a bus ticket now? Can we go? I don't know if she took my money or not. But I need to take my jade as well, because I know you can buy things with jade. I'll keep one in the chest just in case. I am so scared, but also so excited. Oh, oh, I need that. Hazelnut. We just have to remember not to eat the hazelnut. So I'm gonna put it down there. Do not eat it. Do not get rid of it. Actually, let's quickly run it back. Because this is me we're talking about, and I will throw it away. 100%. Or I'll eat it. Hurry up, Pam. Oh my god, I can't buy a ticket until the driver. Is Pam drunk again? Probably. Now we just wait. Oh my lord. Finally! Look at the time, woman. It's almost 10 a.m. Some of us have things to do, places to be, caves to die in. Oh my god, she's right there. Right there. Okay. Yes. There we go. Now we're going! I've never been here before, I'm so excited! We're in the desert. Look at that camel. Oh my goodness. I'm so excited. Oh my lord. Look at us. We're here. Okay, we have some cactus. Let us go to this lady. Hi. So she has an artifact trove. Triple shot espresso. Damn. Now we're talking. Mega bomb. Magic rock candy. Oh my god, look at that. Oh my god, that's like so good. Oh, look at the bed. I like that, but I have no iridium. This is sad. More interested in the coffee? I mean, wouldn't you be? The oasis. Oh my god, I've never been here before. This is so exciting. Hello. A customer. Hi, welcome to Sandy's Oasis. You look just like the new farmer that Emily wrote to me about. Then the bus line to Stardew Valley is back in service. Oh, I'm so happy. Indeed, indeed. What are you selling? Cactus? Rhubarb? Starfruit. I need starfruit. And beetroot. Let's get 2 beetroot. Maybe a cactus. Maybe 2 rhubarb. I want starfruit. I'm gonna spend all our money, guys. We can only get 10. I need more. Oh, he does. Look at this dude in the hat. Look at him. Oh, he looks very suspicious. I'll just say that. Oh my god, our inventory is full already and we haven't even gone in the mines. Right? He looks like a spy. He looks scary. Okay, when I get my first iridium, this is where I need to stand. And it gives me an iridium sword. I know that. This is so exciting. Oh my god, is this it? Is this the cavern? lord. It's so scary. Oh my god. You insert the skull key into the keyhole. It's a perfect fit. Oh my god, guys. I am so scared, but I'm so excited because I've never played this before, this part. Oh my god, oh my god. Oh my god, what the heck? What the heck are they? What are they? No, no, no. What are they? No, no. Go away, go away, go away. I am almost dead already. What the heck? What the heck? What the heck were they? I did not like those. Oh my god, my sword doesn't even damage them. Oh my god. I don't know how I feel about this. I'm so scared. Oh my god, my sword does barely anything to them. Oh my lord, oh my lord, they hurt. I'm sorry. Why does my sword do nothing? Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. No, 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 no. How is this possible? Oh my god, I am almost dead. I'm eating this strange but yeah, it was all a trap, Pika. They brought me here to die. I haven't even gone past the first level. And I have to make it to level 100. I am meant to get good stuff, but I think I have to get down a few levels first. But the thing is, the levels don't save. Oh my god, not again. So like, I start from level 1 all over again. No matter where I get to. No, 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 no. No! I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die. Oh my god. I'm going. I can't. I'm so sad, but I can't. Look at me. I've eaten all my food. And I don't want to eat a cactus fruit because I need those. Maybe I can eat these ones. Okay. Oh, but now it's all gonna reset. I've just left. Okay, let's try again. What is that? A spicy eel? Interesting. Oh my god, my pickaxe. There's barely anything either. What was that? What was that noise? I feel like I'm gonna need bombs. I see loads of people and they have bombs and stairs for this. What is... No, 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 no. No, 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 no. What the heck is that? I don't like it. Nope. Nope. I am one shot from being killed by this little demon. Nope, nope. I'm going. Yeah, I am not cut out for this yet. I need iridium. Oh my goodness. Look at me. I'm a mess and I've barely started. Ooh, a coconut. No, I know there's a place I need to come fishing here, but I don't know where or how to get to it. This is also kind of scary. Maybe it's over here. It's probably here. That would make sense. Okay, we have to return because I'm a noob and almost died. Maybe eventually we'll get further than level 1. But I think I can donate the coconut and the cactus fruit. Let's see. And I think we can also drop the hazelnut off, I suppose. Enchanter's bundle. He needs wine. I need a duck feather. I just don't know where to get it from. Maybe I didn't need any of this stuff. I don't know. We'll just put it in our chest and hope for the best. Although we do need a new chest. Okay, how do I do these? We have to plant the starfruit in the summer. I need to figure out the best place to plant my starfruit. That's in the summer. I can't even plant those right now. I need the what do you call it? The greenhouse. Rhubarb in spring. Okay, we can plant the beetroot at least. We can plant 2 of the beetroot. We can put the spicy eel. Oh, we got iridium. I got iridium ore, I didn't even know. Nice. What do you do with it then? Can be smelted into bars. Do I need a better one? Oh. You butts. I'm guessing I'm gonna need a better melting thing. We can put these in here. We got coconuts. I'm kind of happy about the coconuts. I've got a lovely bunch of coconuts. Coconuts. Big ones, small ones, as round as your head. I am very sorry to sing to you, but it had to be done. It had to be done. You're welcome. I need to figure out how to make wine. More Lisi singing. I mean, I'll cry. That's spring. That can only be planted indoors. So I'm guessing greenhouse. We need more singing. Okay, let's go to sleep. Day 4. We made 25 gold. 25 gold. That is just great. I am crying on the inside. Journal updated. Okay. Cow's delight. Yes, I don't know where to get that. Feeding animals. Okay, finally, we have a silo. Finally, we have a silo. I see you've entered the skull cavern. Well done. I've got a better challenge for you, kid. Make it at least 25 levels deep. I've got a mountain of gold to send if you can do it. Your friend Mr. Qui. He's the magic man. He is the magic man. But our silo's done. That's exciting. That's good. I need to figure out how to mount my iridium. But I think if I go in with the scythe now on like certain crops, it will go straight into the silo. We're gonna test this right now here. Or it goes straight into me. That is fine too, I suppose. Look at the mushroom, it's a giant mushroom. Okay, we've added 5 pieces of hay. Chris, hello, welcome in. Yes, yes, we are a bunch of nerds. Okay, yes, it's all going into the silo. Go to the silo. How are you? How is work? How's your leg? How's things? You know, all the hows. We are filling our silo. You're good. Work is lame. Your leg is still attached. And your house is a pain. Feel that on every level. Well, I'm glad your leg is still attached. House. And I say that my house isn't a pain. My dogs are a pain sometimes. Maybe. Oh my god. Don't tell Chris that. I'm gonna send my pigeons to steal the cheesecake from him. Oh my god. You've given away my evil plan. This is like Scooby-Doo where all the villains go, if it weren't for you kids. It would have worked too if it weren't for you meddling kids. I think that's Scooby-Doo, right? Chris makes lots of desserts and cakes. And what would the fun be in that? Imagine a pigeon just coming down to swoop cheesecake from you. That sounds like a good time to me. I would happily be robbed by a pigeon. A seagull, not so much, but a pigeon I would be happy to be robbed by. What? I needed apples, didn't I? Where does one get an apple from in these parts? I think I have some in the cave down here. Oh, I haven't baked in a very long time. I needed you. Yes. I used to love it, but I just don't enjoy baking or cooking much anymore. Which is sad. Okay. What do we do with this? Okay, mix cake. I feel like... What fruits do I need? Let's take a step back. And see, I've got a hazelnut. We could probably do this today too. You made a pumpkin chocolate chip cake with chocolate ganache. Oh my god, that sounds delicious. I've never had anything pumpkin though. Like, what does pumpkin taste like? I feel like you have to have a specific taste for it. Sort of like carrot cake. Okay, we can give our pomegranate to the wizard. That's good. Okay. We can give the pomegranate to the wizard at least. We can keep the gold. The gold stuff. We can keep that plum, I guess. I feel like the blackberries will be good for blackberry wine. Okay, that's good. I used to bake a lot. Like, it used to be one of my favorite things. And then I just stopped. I don't know why. I had a lot of responsibilities at the time, so I think that's probably one of the reasons. And I just hate cleaning up, man. A cooking stream? Oh my god, no, I don't cook. It would be a disaster. Okay, let's just take this stuff. Did I have anything else to take? I don't know. That is exactly the face. That would be my face the entire time. Okay. Sell the mayonnaise. The pine cone, we need that. Okay. I need to water the dog again. Oh my god, he would... I feel like Chris would judge me so hard. Or tell me off. Yeah, see, he would judge. Okay. Let's go put this stuff in the bundles. I love not having to water my crops every morning. It's so nice. It's so nice. Oh, we have a wild... What is that? Plum? A wild plum. Interesting. Maybe one day in the future, maybe. We'll see. Yeah, my speciality used to be banana bread. I still love banana bread. I had like the best recipe for it. In my opinion. Where was it? I don't think it was any of these. Construction. Yay! Bundle complete. What do we get? A choco. Okay, great. Just what I want. Okay. We're so close to finishing all these. I'll make a sandwich and post a picture. How about that? Where did this... Oh, the bulletin board, okay. And we can put that there. I need to figure out how to make wine. My scythe at the ready. Did you get on Overwatch last night, Chris? Did you play the new hero? I've seen some gameplay and Jesus, she looks so broken. Fun, but so broken. Okay, we put our materials in here. We have more bait as well. Where am I even putting my bait is the question. I don't know. You want an Overwatch stream tomorrow? What day is it tomorrow? It's Thursday. Maybe? I don't know. I'm streaming Saturday, Sunday? So if you'd like, I can stream Overwatch on Saturday. I have to go to the hospital tomorrow, so I'm not sure if I'll be able to stream tomorrow. Too much Lisi may be a good thing, or did you mean to say may not be a good thing? Because I'm a delight. I don't know what you're talking about, Chris. Okay. Let me figure out how... A loom? I didn't even know I could make a loom. Turns raw wool into fine cloth. Okay, but I don't have... I need to make maple syrup. Oh my god. How do I make these things? Why can't I... Like, why? That is oil of garlic. Life elixir. Treasure hunter. No, it may be a good thing. We can't have... Oh my god, you can't have nice things. I need a common mushroom. I can't even make a mushroom log because I don't have hardwood. I need to make one of everything. Slime egg press. Ooh, I forgot I could make a lightning rod. I should make another one. Thank you, Pika. I don't have any refined quartz. Yeah. Why am I like this? Let's check if our trees have grown. Thank you, Chris. So let us see. Another hazelnut? I need a mushroom, my guy. And not the magic kind. Oh my god. They still haven't grown. I need trees. Head patable. These trees need to grow very quickly. Linus, do you want some moss? Or some fiber? You are so mean. What about this? Oh. I think Linus hates us. Also, hello lurkers. I hope you are having a good day. Feel free to just sit back. Make sure you grab a drink. Stay hydrated. Coffee does not count. I am not that short. I'm only a little bit short. A little. Just a little. That's one big hazelnut. Damn. I am not very short. Oh my. Why is everyone picking on me? We can just get some wood, I suppose. I did. Okay. I was like, did I water the dog today? I suppose. Hi, doggy. Oh, he's sleeping. He's sleeping outside. You're a giant, Chris. And you have to order special shoes because you're so tall, your feet are so big. Yeah, we have to water the dog. His water bowl's over there. Mm-hmm. He has to be watered. Otherwise, he'll run away from us, and we don't want that. Yeah, size 13 shoe. That's crazy. Ads are about to start in a minute or so. Take some time to have a stretch. Get a drink. All those things that we must do, but we don't. Can you imagine a plant that like just turns out to be a dog? That would be great. I kind of want to chop down this mushroom. Yay! Mushrooms! I need the giant brown kind of mushroom though. I also need to make wine. Oh my. I don't EU size 46 or 47. Ours is just UK sizing. I'm not sure what size that would be in British sizing. Okay, we got some wood at least. And some red mushrooms. I'm not sure what those mushrooms are going to be good for, but I'll keep one, I suppose. Just in case. Maybe tomorrow we can do fishing. Because we need money. Look how poor we are. 181 gold. Okay, 13. Oh, we made some money. Our mayonnaise is magic. Okay. Mercy got buffed and like I muted myself and I've been talking this entire time. Okay. So Mercy got buffed and Vendetta got hard nerf. Yeah, this is a typical Lizzie, right? I muted myself and I've been talking this entire time. Like, typical me. But why am I like this? Why am I like this, guys? Oh, we gotta water the dog again. What was I saying? Yeah, I was watching a like player, I don't know, she played Mercy Main play the new update, and she was saying in ways she got buffed but also got nerfed because her movement speed for Guardian Angel was reduced, and unlike like Wu Yang and stuff, she hasn't really got much going for her like movement wise, so it was a pretty heavy nerf in my opinion. I don't think it was needed because no one really complains about Mercy anymore. She's not exactly OP. Yeah, 10% movement, but like she relies on the team to get around. So if she has no one around her, then you know, she's fucked. And decreasing that movement speed for the Guardian Angel is like, what the fuck, you know? She used to be so good, and then they nerfed her to the ground, and it's like, my guys. But I was watching a Wu Yang video on how to play him. I think I sent it to you. Did I send it to you? I might have. I was half asleep at the time, I think. I think I sent it to you on Discord. And I might try playing Wu Yang. A must pick? I mean, she's not a must pick as it is, you know? It's just annoying. Yeah. But I want her to be a must pick because she's so beautiful. I love her. Why are they nerfing her? It's so unfair. Okay, we were gonna go fishing. That's what we were gonna do. Yeah, I know. They want everyone to play the new heroes coming in, but there's something about these OGs, you know? I'll have to give her a play today when I get on. I was also watching. Did you see the Juno thing I sent you as well? I never thought of going. Well, yeah, he got buffed, but he's already so OP. A small buff? Okay, I was gonna say he's already very OP. Okay. His movement's insane as it is, man. It's just practice. Like, you can't expect to be incredible with him right off the bat. Reaper got buffed, But Reaper's insane. What did they buff him for this time? We've leveled up in fishing. Nice. What about Jetpack Cat? One of his major perks is part of his base kit now. God damn it. They nerfed her again? Damn. What did they take away from her? Nerfed her movement, god damn. But she's a movement led like hero, so I don't understand. And she can get countered as it is by head scan, so they hate you. Oh my. Specifically you. They specifically hate you. I expected Soldier to get a buff with his mythic skin. What's his buff now? Am I gonna be an insane soldier again? I'm already an insane soldier, let's be honest. He can reload while sprinting? Damn. Sprint round a corner, quickly reload, take out the team. Boom. What are our thoughts on his mythic skin though, Chris? I like it, but then I also don't like it. I need him to be a pretty pink princess. I think that would suit him much better. But yeah, when I get on, I will immediately begin the battle pass because, you know, those skins, they're so pretty. What's good news? Tell me the good news. I need that chest. Sorry. I'm very sorry, Chad, for all the Overwatch talk. But it was update day, so it's very important. Okay, so the pig got nerfed, but the beautiful Winton got buffed. It's a good day to be alive, people. What do you mean busted? Did she get nerfed or buffed? Yes, her ability. Oh god, it heals her now? That's it. Game over. She's gonna be OP. Not only is she hard to hit, but now she can heal herself whilst killing you. Great. Wonderful. Damn. As I say, Chris, I also need you to teach me how to do the, on Minecraft, how to do, like, where do you know the multiple storage things? Bastion and Ash got nerfed, damn. I need you to teach me how to store, like, the filters do multiple items, because I know it's possible. I just don't know how to do it. Okay, you need to learn so you can teach me. Also, is there a way to like build like some sort of farm for like, you know, in the trial chambers? I've got like a 5 skelly spawner all in one. Is there a way to like make that into some sort of farm? Anna got buffed. Damn. It's over for everyone. Oh, we got a mystery box. Nice. I went on the realm today also. I knocked down my volcano finally. Damn, that's good. I can just throw my nades now at everyone. For the last 2 days, all I've gotten is videos of when Anna's in danger and the whole team just stops what they're doing just to go and protect her. It's so funny, but also so cute. But Carrie... what did they change for her? So it's further or not as far as normal? Oh god, we got one of those. Fish! Damn you, fish! I'm not gonna get this one. I got it! Her teleport is not as far as now. Okay, so her healing is faster, but she can't teleport as far. Interesting. I wonder why they're nerfing all these supports with their movement, like, apart from Wu Yang, obviously, and others, but I wonder why. Yeah, she is kind of OP. They should have just increased maybe the cooldown for the teleport. Or not reduced it, increased it. Although her movement, she has good movement anyway, so... Okay guys, we're gonna sell these fish, and then I think we're gonna end the stream. We'll almost be at the 3-hour mark. Juno got nerfed? No, not my Juno. What they do to her? How dare they? I wonder how much money we're gonna get. Juno, in general. Why are they doing this? Why? Juno is just a sweet, innocent baby. Oh. That is so rude of them. That is insanely rude of them. I do not agree with their decisions. They do. All the supports get nerfed. We've leveled up in fishing. Seafoam pudding sounds disgusting, but okay. How much did we make? Okay. 3,199 gold. Echo buffed? But she's already so stupid. Ugh. I'll be on now anyway. Yeah, guys, we're gonna go ahead and end the stream. We've almost hit that 3-hour mark, so we've made some good progress. Copy a teammate, god damn. We have made good progress for this stream. I think we've got almost the bundles done. Putty's crying. I am sorry, but we'll be on Saturday. I'll probably be playing Overwatch. I don't hate you. Come on. 3 hours. It's been a good stream. We've got a lot done. We'll be back on Saturday. Thank you to everyone who joined and chatted and ordered a coffee. It was good. So have a good rest of your day, and I will see you on Saturday, where I'll probably put a poll on the Discord to see what game we play. So yes, goodbye.